You've heard of Tony, of Grammy, of Emmy? Move aside, old timers, make way for the Elby. So, for whom is our celebratory recognition named? He's a serious, hardcore master chef named Paul Elbling.
I was scared at first. I was 25 years old, and to meet somebody of Paul's caliber was scary. He's a great guy because he's a very open person, and you have to kind of learn to know who he is.
He, I believe, is a perfectionist, and from personal experience, I think he is a very good friend.
At 13, Chef Paul began his cooking apprenticeships, which were filled by working in some of the best restaurants and hotels in Europe. By 1964, at the age of 24, he received his Master Chef degree. 3 years later, he finally realized his dream by moving to Washington, D.C. with his wife, Marie Antoinette, 2 suitcases, and $250 in cash. Within a year, he became an executive chef.
I was chef in Washington, D.C. at Chez Francois. And we had our get-together party at the Bastille Days at the French Embassy. And that's where I met a state legislator from Virginia, Omer Hearst was his name. And I was looking for a little place in Washington. Then he approached me and said, "Why Washington? Why don't you move to Richmond? It's a fast-growing town and they don't have any good restaurant."
The year was 1971, and that restaurant was La Petite France. The first location was in Stratford Hill Shopping Center, where Paradise Diner is now, and then it moved to Maywell Street off West Broad Street near Staples Mill. He hosted celebrities throughout the years and generations of Richmonders. His restaurant was ranked as one of the top 50 French restaurants in the country. Along the way, he's written cookbooks, been an ambassador for the Culinary Institute of America, competed in the International Culinary Olympics, and has made it into the Guinness Book of World Records 3 times for preparing the world's largest omelet, ice sculpture, and the world's biggest sandwich, all of these feats done to raise money for those Culinary Olympics trips. And there's his community work, whether it be doing a stint as a guest chef at Positive Vibe Cafe, working on behalf of the American Heart Association, raising money for the Little Sisters of the Poor for nearly 40 years.
I guess he was a young chef then. For the entire history of the restaurant going forward, each year he had this dinner, this benefit for us, and over the years it built and built, not only because of his quality of cooking and the growing renown of the restaurant, but also because of him as a person and Marie Antoinette and their relationships.
Though he and Marie sold La Petite in 2006, Chef Paul continues to consult with Johnson and Wales University, serve on the board of the Little Sisters of the Poor, and travel. He's created a food legacy in Richmond, in Virginia, and throughout the nation.
I think to have the entrepreneurial spirit, to come with the education, the knowledge that he had, to come to Richmond and to be truly sort of a culinary pioneer, is probably the true legacy of not just Paul, but also his wife Marie.
All of you who've been nominated tonight for the very first Elbys share in what Chef Paul Elbling believes makes good chefs and restaurants.
It's a love affair if you want to become a chef. If you don't love it, don't do it.